It all began about 12:46 p.m. on Friday, May 15th, at the Grove Financial Federal Credit Union at 10801 Starkey Road in Largo, Florida. Eric Haritakis had business meetings all over town, but stopped at the Grove Financial to make what he calls a quick deposit. What Eric didn't know was that his deposit was going to take 5 hours, and that it would end up with him depositing a bank robbery suspect into the back of a Pinellas County Sheriff's deputy cruiser. Eric would soon meet up with this man, a transient, 31-year-old Michael Jon Neubecker, who, according to the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, entered the credit union and passed a note to the clerk demanding money. I met up with Eric the following day and asked him a little bit about when he first noticed something was amiss.
Guy in front of me walked out of the door. The teller looked a little distraught, and I started talking to her about coming up to the counter and depositing my check when she yelled to the other girl about that guy just robbed her, and I kind of just instinctively went after him. I actually had all my stuff in my hands. I just kind of ran out of the door, not really thinking too clearly, just ran out and saw the guy walking down the shopping center, started calling after him, and the third time when I got louder, he finally started running. Made me kind of want to start running, and just kind of kept my pace behind him. He started throwing signs to throw obstacles in my path, and I wanted to keep my distance, not wanting to get shot or stabbed or something along those lines, and kind of paced it out, ran with him for a while, and he didn't really run that fast.
The contest between the two was an upset in the making. Eric is a highly trained athlete and mixed martial art instructor and CrossFit certified. His nickname, Ginja, was for his positive attitude, extraordinary fitness endurance, and a preacher of a healthy lifestyle.
I kept my distance. I waited for his hands to come up, and then I closed distance, grabbed his hands, so even if he did have something, he wasn't getting to it. Took him down and subdued him. Immediately went to choke him out, and he stopped resisting altogether. He started asking me to stop, and I eased up and basically ended up picking him up and had to walk him back.
Video surveillance shows Neubecker being placed in front of the store on the ground outside of the UPS store. When he realized police were only moments away, he made one more attempt to flee.
Once he got wind the cops were really coming, he tried to scuffle and get out again, and tried to reach to grab hold of me, and I just tightened him up a little more. They asked the UPS store for some zip ties. They didn't have big enough zip ties, so they got duct tape.
By the time deputies from the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office arrived on scene, Neubecker was gift-wrapped and duct-taped to be taken into custody by the arriving deputies. As a precaution, law enforcement recommends contacting them immediately to deal with these potentially dangerous situations. Luckily, there were no injuries in this robbery, and ended with the criminal being brought to justice. Michael Neubecker was booked into the Pinellas County Jail and charged with strong-arm robbery and is being held on a $10,000 bail. Eric is the founder and owner of a local business, Zen Body Foods. I asked him a little bit about his company.
Zen Body Foods, we change people's lives. We happen to cook food, help people reach their goals. We have some insane success stories as far as weight loss. We cook for cancer patients, pro athletes, elderly people, diabetics. We cook for some really big name MMA fighters actually, pro bodybuilders, pro bikini girls, Playboy Playmates. We do anything and everything food-wise. We have full organics, all fresh, never frozen meals, all delivered right to your door, fully custom.
Eric, when you were told that the guy was leaving the bank and that they were robbed, were you aware of the serial bank robber that's been hit in this area?
No.
All right, well, I'll make you aware. $20,000 reward. This guy's hit now 8 banks in Tampa area. 4 of them were Fifth Third Bank. So I'm going to leave you with a copy of this, nice, of the $20,000 reward.
Okay.
Okay, but I don't know. I think you have to contact Crime Stoppers first. So you have to call them with the information.
That's the safer method.
Yes,
sure.
You have to call them with information. This guy is armed with a handgun, so I want to make sure you're careful with that. And obviously, you know, the safe thing is to go ahead and call. Don't go out of your training. You are dealing with a true professional.
I asked Eric if he had any advice for Mr. Neubecker.
He should have been eating some Zen Body Foods.
Stephen Hirschfeld reporting for IONTB.com.